Thanks for being here, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here on Chrono Trigger night. Sorry so much for the delay. There has just been shenanigans abound, and it's okay. It's Chrono Trigger night, so everything is great, and Lefloic putting that together back all the way in the 200th stream. We're fast approaching the 300th stream, but even faster approaching is Tony's request. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Tony just recently beat Chrono Trigger for the first time ever in his life. I can go. I liked what he did in that chorus. I have to listen to that. Well, if you're going to kick off a stream with that.
Get used to disappointment.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Great timing on the little bits there, Tony. That was so fun. I'm sorry that I can't play the heel toe. That was a song for MTK to learn. He could get those. He knows how to do the, but gracefully. Completely foreign to these games. I love that so freaking much. Thank you, Tony. What a way to kick it off. And I see that Doc is up next, and I'll tell you what, Doc is also one to love that song. So, what a way to do it. Tony, thank you for that. Thank you for playing that game, my favorite game, for the first time ever at this point in your life when you could play so many other games. But you chose Chrono Trigger, and so did I. Chrono Trigger, guys. Dang it. I should have. There's so many things, so many other details that I wanted to have ready for this stream, but it just wasn't meant to be. I almost didn't do it. I was like on a knife's edge of not doing this tonight. I wanted to have a full soundboard. I wanted to have a clip. I don't even remember. The rage has taken me. I need to keep it moving because I need to keep up on all of these requests, and we got a nice chill crowd tonight, and I love it. Let's just have a nice chill time and celebrate this awesome game. Man. We got Randy, we got Jay, we got Zanya. Doc, thank you for that. That is one, for me, that is an underrated gem, I would say. It's so good. It's so good. Randy? Let's go. Let's do Ho, I want it again with these drums at a more appropriate volume, so I don't have to think about anything.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Yes, Ook, that is exactly what you should do. And we'll see you in about 2 hours. Randy, thank you, and thank you for crossing one of the songs off of my list that I am absolutely going to play tonight, regardless if they're requested. So we might get to the end, and I might be like, all right, we're done, but you guys didn't play these other two. We'll see. Affinity Leaf, it's great to see you. Welcome back. My goodness, get a Chrono Trigger song in here. Man. Oh, Andy hang on, now I'm chatting. Andy, the day was just fine. It was just the transition of getting from work to home, and like 9 things happened in like an hour and a half that just made me want to throw up on the planet. But we're fine. We're fine.
5 is right out.
If you, but also if your favorites have already been requested, find a cover version of one of the songs, because like, we're gonna have repeats tonight, 1,000,000%. I expect like 3 Magus, 3 probably Secrets of the Forest, 3 probably Frog. Like, bring them on. It's okay. Any of them. Randy, thank you for that. Jay is here. Thank you for that. Universe. Holla if you hear me, y'all. In the corridors of time. Randy, it's one of my favorites, and you know that, and thank you. Jay, you're one of my favorites, and thank you. Woo! Thank you for that, Randy. Retrofile TV, welcome in, dude. Happy Chrono Trigger night. I know you're familiar, young man. So there's going to be multiple versions of the same songs, just different versions, like Secrets of the Forest and...
No, this is a different kind of chunder. I've never had a chunder like this.
Turtle Wax is here. Randy, thank you so much. Spices is here too. Retro. Let's go back real quick just to continue this. Let's address that song first. That was so great, Jay. Thank you. Spiteful Frog came in and resubbed for 18 months. Ook, the Librarian, with 56 whole dang months. Tilterzos with 100 lil bits. The raid from DB, Tony with the lil bits. We got a little hype train going. Delightful. Deshauna with 39 whole dang months. We in here indeed. Jay gifting to Alnico. Tony with the 100 lil bits. And Randy gifting to Retrophile TV. That's short for television. At least I statistically feel there's a good chance it's that. Look at that, Turtle Wax is here! I want that viewer, Turt! Here! I love you guys. Guys, Chrono Trigger. Jay, thank you for that. I almost wanted one more rotation on the progression just so I could tear in one more time. I don't know, maybe later. Maybe later in the year. I don't know. Later in the year. I love it here. Zanya is here with a Chrono Trigger track. There's no chance. No chance anybody's going to beat this.
Where do you think you're going?
Now, I know most of you are aware of this, but because of the fact that I saw it in Vigo's sweet, sweet resub, thank you so much, bud. It was wonderful to see you. I am wearing a Nobuo Uematsu shirt. Now, Nobuo Uematsu had 10 songs in this soundtrack. I do not have a Yasunori Mitsuda shirt yet. And maybe I should remedy that. Probably should. Desi gets it. What's up, Desi? Rules? That ruled? Zanya, thank you. My gosh. Yeah, if anybody's just like watching and they're like, I don't really know what to request for this stream, just pick anything off of that Chrono Trigger City Pop record. I can't call it a record. It's an AI thing. I can't call it a record. Nobody recorded anything. What in the heck did Jet record? Jet's probably recorded way more than those AIs have. Jet, it's great to see you. Zanya, thank you so much for that. My gosh. I mean, that ruled, and this is going to rules. Robo. My gosh, Jet, that ruled so much. I'm so glad you brought that. Jay, had you not heard that before? It's an all-timer. I have that on vinyl. I have a 7-inch disc of it. The song gave me motivation. I'm now filled with determination. A version of it anyway. My gosh, Adam's Immersive is up next, and then Deshauna, and then Leflo, and then Tiber. Tiber, what the heck is up, dude? Ugh, great to see you, bud. My goodness. Adams, I just have a feeling. Where in the heck are we going? She did an ending. It's awesome. It's so great. So great. I love that so much. Adams, when I was like, I don't know where this is going, I had no idea. And that was so incredibly pleasant, man. She's awesome. Mostly me singing. Am I? Mostly me singing. I love that. What an absolute treat that was. Thank you for that, Adams. that was so cool. Andy, you did a Gnarpix. What do you want? How do you want me to do that? This is a themed night. Do you want me to keep it themed? Or do you want me to just do whatever? Because I usually just do whatever, but I don't know if I've ever had a Gnar picks on a themed night. That's a lot of games. I'll give you that option. Pick whatever one you want. Themed as you have no idea. You got it. Holy crap. Adams, I freaking loved that. What a... What an incredibly, incredibly pleasant tune. Andy here redeeming... redeeming a Gnarpix on a themed night because is not familiar with the game. I might have to play this like 8 times. You know what? I might just give you 2. I might give you 2. But for now, we're at now. Whoop. Definitely replaying it now. Does that. It just does that. But so instead of just playing that one again because it's too good. It's just too good, but this one is just it's just Andy, thank you. I'm just going to keep taking my time. We're not in a rush. The cues, we're not in a rush. It's great. This is awesome. I mean, it's fine that we can kind of just hang out and... Andy, thank you so much for redeeming the Gnar pick so I could just bring both of those now. I just wanted to bring them now. And thank you for picking the theme so I could just bring them now. Otherwise, I was going to be like, okay, what's up? What's a song? I think I'll still take a short break. I really appreciate it, Andy. Thank you so much. I mean, the both of those I could play forever, but particularly the first one that I did, that song is a very mellow tune, like super mellow. And Resident Emile was the first one to bring that one here. In fact, he brought that here since the last Thanksgiving Gamely dinner, which means it was eligible for this year's Thanksgiving Gamely dinner. It's time for Deshauna. This background music, though, is Nobuo. You can hear it. You can hear it. You can hear it. Oh.
Get used to disappointment.
Improvisation. Rehearsals. Oh my gosh. So good. I loved that. Yeah, Snarky Puppy of VGM, 100%. That was great. Great description. Holy crap, I loved that. Desi, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. That stuff is, it's like impossible to keep up with all the things going on. But when it's just grooving, we can all groove together. Otherwise, you know.
Oops.
But that's why we're here. We're kind of here for oops, just in general. I mean, I am an oops in general. What do we have here? I want to... Let's see. We got Lefloic, we got Tiber, we got Doc and Spices, and Randy. I might play Leflos and Tibers and then take as quick of a break as possible, like actually maybe less than 10 minutes. And then come back and just power through this second set and just have a freaking blast and get through as many songs as possible because I want to make up for lost time earlier tonight. Whoa. Deshauna, I loved that. Thank you for that. It's Leflo time and then Tiber time. This is also Leflo's favorite game.
Maximum power!
Like, come on. Ugh. Every version of it. Every version of it. Pop quiz. What almost fully famous Gnarthex clip has this song in the background? You don't have to remember that. And nobody should. My goodness. Lecomte. Just type in Chrono Trigger. Let's see, what do you need? Do you need something chill when we get to you? So just started a new antidepressant. My brain is not braining. Exactly. Just type in Chrono Trigger Lo-Fi and just put in any song. And we're going to play it for you. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I absolutely love that, Leflo. Thank you so freaking much. So much. Tiber is here, and I am incredibly grateful. How the heck are you, dude? My goodness. Where are we going in Chrono Trigger land with Tiber tonight? Leflo, thank you again. Tiber. See?
Okay.
tease. We're doing one more. Doc, you're going to close us out. Spices, you're going to kick off the next set. That was so good. That just like energized me to keep going so much. I was like, no, I got to do one more. I got to do one more. Tiber, that rule, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you so freaking much. My gosh. OC. Chrono Trigger, Time Chill by Xavier. Dang. I love it here. My gosh. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for that, Tiber. Doc, take us home on this one. Dang. wait. wanted to do the whole 10, but... Where are we at here? We got a little time. It was time, Jay. It was time. Oh! Thanks for picking up on that. I love you guys. I'm going to have some beer, maybe a little bit of water, some other things. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. We've never done a single game theme. My gosh, I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll be back for a second set, and guess what? It's more Chrono Trigger songs, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. I love you guys. I'll be back as quick as I can, I promise. Yes, thank you for all of those wonderful requests, Doctor. It took a while to get to the underground. Ooh, undersea, rather. I love you guys. Thank you.
No problem.
lost there a little bit in the old end there. Should have given that a full listen through before I played that one. Spices, my gosh, please kick us off. Please kick us off properly here, young man.
I say, yeah, but rolling like a big shot. Chevy 2 built like an ass corn style. Fresh paint style. Inside.
What a freaking way to kick it off. Is my camera still doing the weird, like, autofocus thing? I'm going to fix that after we play this next song. From sweet Randy Sandals. Randy Sandals is still here. My goodness. Thank you, everybody, for still being here. I'm just looking at, I have to remember. This is not a normal stream. I came in late. How many more can I get in? Maybe one or two more. Maybe. Spices, thank you so much for kicking us off that way. That was absolutely incredible. Thank you. Robo's got to be in the running for most requested as well. What will the end stat be at the end of the night? Time will tell. Randy, will you contribute one way or another? Ooh! I'm gonna find ya! Galaga. Lady Galaga, thank you so much for the raid. Raiders, thank you so much for being here. My goodness, we are having a Chrono Trigger night, and I was just about to turn off requests, but Lady Galaga, you've got to have a Chrono Trigger song that you love, a version of one, anything. Please bring it in, and thank you so much for the follow. My goodness, how was your stream, lady? Ma. You gotta have one. Hopefully we're just gonna wait a little bit in case those commercials, those darn 30-second ads are hanging out. We're just gonna hang out for a little bit. We're gonna hang out while the ads are probably running. Silly ads. Should I just figure out how to run ads? Can I figure out how to run ads only while I'm on the BRB screen? So it's like, here, have 3 minutes of ads. But who cares? Because you're gonna have to wait 7 more minutes anyway. At least. Regardless, Lady Galaga, thank you so much for being here. Please, like I said, and Wally, welcome back in. My goodness, if you guys, we're doing some Chrono Trigger songs, and I probably got room for 1 or 2 more. I'm gonna hustle for a bit to make sure I can. I hope you're having an awesome evening, each and every one of you. Mokoi, and then Affinity, and then Retro, man. Pretty good time. Pretty freaking good time. Let's keep the pretty freaking good time going. Lady Galaga, thank you again. Ooh! Oh, Mokoi!
Weed, weed, every day. Weed, weed, every day. Smoke every day.
I mean, if you're gonna take... If you're going to take a song from my favorite soundtrack of all time and combine it with a song from an album that's in my top 5 of all time, I mean, unquestionably.
And where do you think you are going?
Okay.
Weed, weed, every day.
Good.
Weed, weed, every
Okay. Okay.
Smoke every day.
Okay. 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 Good. Cool. No problem. Nice. Nice.
Mokoi. My goodness. So fun. So fun. Lady Galaga, did you get a pick in? Come on, I'm going to bump you straight to the top when you do. Otherwise, well, in the meantime, rather, I do have to turn off the requests. But Lady Galaga, you can get one in now. Mokoi, I loved that. That was so good. Yeah, this will be perfect. I gotta hustle for a little bit. I can't just lollygag, but I love to lollygag. Affinity, woo! Affinity is back, and I am so grateful. Hang on, while I'm just messing around here. By messing around, my camera's gotten weird. There we go. The autofocus was on, and I don't want that. There, now we're nice and crispy all the time. Except something that... Yeah. Thank you for being here, everybody. Affinity, thank you for being here, everybody. Shenanigans. Absolute shenanigans. Affinity, thank you so much for bringing that. That is, my goodness, it is so good. Guar approves of the jam, too. Holy smokes, that was so fun. I am just like drifting off into each and every one of these songs, and it is so great. Yes, Lady Galaga got in. Let us go right now. Lady Galaga, did you bring us a Chrono Trigger song, or did you bring us any delight? Sorry, I got my thing got stuck over there. Get over there. There we go. Affinity. Thank you so much. That was so wonderful. Lady Galaga, so wonderful. Yes! Ooh, ooh, ooh! do that? It's the best combination. I mean, when this game came out 30 years ago, and a couple of days now, at least in the United States of America and other North American countries, I bought this game blind. Randy Sandals and I were at a Babbage's in a mall in Des Moines, Iowa, and we saw Squaresoft, and we knew that Final Fantasy was made by Squaresoft. And the box art, in my opinion, was and still is the best box art of all time. There's no better box art than Chrono Trigger, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Even if Marl is using the wrong element, it's fine. I'm sorry. And we read the instruction booklet while we were both probably pooping, not together, separate times, reading the instruction booklet. Anyways. Six times speed. My goodness. Yes, we went back and then this game just changed my life. Retrophile, I'm looking at this thumbnail here that I got, and you may have a weird link. I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna try it. Lady Galaga, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the Rick Robo roll. Always a classic. My goodness. What a delight. Retro, let's see what this actually does here. It's doing it. Never mind. Never mind. Ho, 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 ho. It's stacking. It's it was gonna do it one more time. Dude, what an awesome version of that. I was just trying to keep up the whole time. That was so Schwing. Yeah, Jay. So good, man. Retro RTV, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for bringing awesome versions like that. That change up, like 2/3 of the way, is so cool. Ah. Choking on my own beverage. Excuse me. Retrophile, thank you so much for being here, man. It is great to see you. I hope you're doing well. I was actually just thinking about you the other day. I hadn't seen any alerts from you in some time. Whoa. Yes, 100%. Yeah, I mean, like, here's the song, and then also run with it. And there's been a couple of those, but yeah, you were right. That one, that one really runs with it, and it's awesome, dude. Holy smokes. I loved that. Thank you so much. Where in the heck are we going next? Oh, Gentleman Jay, and then Desi, and then Vigo. Whoa. And then Deshauna, and then Bumble. It's the best night of my life. RTV, thank you. Ooh. wish I hit that better. I freaking loved that. That was so cool. 2. 2 of them. I think we know which song's going to have the most, but oh my gosh, dude, Jay, that was just freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. We got 4 more freaking awesome songs. Desi, Vigo, Deshana, Bumble on a Chrono Trigger night. I hope everybody's okay with this. And, you know, if you're not,
Yes, have some.
my goodness, thank you everybody for hanging out. Jay, that absolutely wrecked me. I loved it. Thank you so much. Desi, guess what? Guess what this is going to do? It's going to wreck me as well. Thank you so much. You know what I love? Ooh, I love that too, but I love a good song with a good, appropriate fade out if you're going to fade it out. A nice, appropriate fade out. Man, so good. Nice and groovy. I don't know if I'm playing groovy, but it feels nice anyway. Who is it? You know, holy smokes, I have never thought what Fantastic Frog would sound like in the animated series. Wow. What in the world? What a weird realization. We're going to live forever. Guys. Guys.
His Vigo! You are like the buzzing of flies to him.
It's true. It's true. Whoa. Deja vu.
war. It's fantastic.
Ooh. It's still... There's still more things. It's a playlist. It's a playlist, guys. My gosh. Vigo, thank you for putting me through the ringer. I needed to be rung. Yeah, Randy. Where do you think you're going? I completely agree. I completely agree. However, I need to continue, fortunately, but unfortunately. We got Deshauna and Bumble? Man. And there's something else tucked under there. Yeah. The numbers keep getting smaller. Thank you guys for being here on a Chrono Trigger night. Gosh, I love this game. Deshauna, do you love this game? Whoa. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you do, young man.
Yo, once upon a time I had a dream that I traveled to the year 2300 by means of time machine. I always thought that I would be impressed at the sight of futuristic tech that stretched as far as the eye could see. But this sight was not impressive, but rather quite decrepit, as if ignited by atomic weapons. Despite signs of technological progression, nobody had a radio in their possession. See, I was more concerned with trying to cop a listen and hear some music even though the world was post-apocalyptic. And after much opposition, I got to listen and heard hip-hop with no soul or proper rhythm. So I began to ask what the hell happened to cause the mass extinction of our species like velociraptors. 65 million years after, and good rap became nothing but an afterthought to the masses. See, I just want the chance to change things, so I gotta stay on top of my game. And I'ma keep chasing the same dreams till everybody knows my name. I'm sick, I'm tired of hearing the same thing on the radio, same songs by the same teams, and it doesn't really matter how much they pay me, cause I promise on everything they'll never change me. And so I would learn eventually that the rap industry would burn at the turn of the century. And sensibly the greatest poets of our age would come to fade away and exist as a distant memory. Deep-seated record label greed manifested into an appetite for profit with little investment. And talented MCs were the first to be digested by a system where money came first and skill second. Now it's back to the present tense where rap music's relevant, with rap songs getting rapid responses from presidents, scheming with benevolence, trying to keep music from the same fate as the ancestors of elephants. And thus my intelligence must remain mammoth as I maintain and follow insanely high standards. Upstream swimming this game and I'm salmon, damaging enemies with energy like mammon. See, I just want the chance to change things, so I gotta stay on top of my game. And I'ma keep chasing the same dreams till everybody knows my name. I'm sick, I'm tired of hearing the same thing on the radio, same songs by the same teams, and it doesn't really matter how much they pay me, cause I promise on everything they'll never change me.
I mean, my goodness. Deshauna, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Deshauna, for real, thank you for that. That was such a fun journey. And how many of Wind Scene did we have? 3? Oh my gosh. What's a Lavos? Bumble, you are up next. Will you solve the mystery of what's a Lavos? Not gonna know that. But Randy's asking. Deshauna, that was absolutely incredible. Thank you for taking me on a version of that journey. It's so many versions of the journey. See? That is a groovy one. Holy cow. I was not unable. I was unable to keep up with that one. Bumble, thank you so much for that. That was awesome as heck. Oh my gosh, I freaking loved it. Freaking loved it. Thank you so much. Somehow I just can't remember how many times when you're in that final battle that first progression goes through. It's okay. One day I'll be able to remember how to play the drums. I really appreciate it. Thank you everybody for being here. We've got a special one apparently here. We got something here. Chrono Trigger, guys. First frog theme, right?
Where do you think you're going?
Was there another one? Thank you everybody for being here. My gosh. Glenn Rittenhouse from On Cue, thank you so much for closing out our evening with that. However, we didn't get the one. We didn't get the one that I said in my brain before the stream. If we didn't get this, we're gonna get this. I love you guys. I love Chrono Trigger. It's the 286th stream. I'm a game. I'm 30. Chrono Trigger. Literally a game that changed my life. I'm so glad. So glad that you guys have all joined me this evening for silly shenanigans like this. Video game music, guys. Oh, and then I think I got another one actually. have about 4 songs in my head that I actually want to close with, but there is just nothing like this song. It's, I don't know. I don't know. I love you guys. Come on. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Randy. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to get it. It's okay. It's okay. This is really going to be the last one. Shala's theme, I was going to play it, but this is actually going to be the last one. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Come on. Come on. What a delight. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks for everybody who stuck around. Thanks for everybody who was here at all. Chrono Trigger, guys. It's just, I mean, we literally only scratched the surface. We had a whole bunch of Turtle Wax gets it. Turtle Wax totally gets it because what a time to be a trigger of the Chronosphere. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Let's see. Wait. Oh no. Mila said goodnight an hour ago. Midnight, Mila. What do we have on the... Crow, no. Turtle, you're too sweet. You pipe down. It's you know it's you, young man. Come on. Let's see if Ook is still playing Chrono Trigger. He knows what he's doing. He's a librarian. He knows what he's doing. Sweet Jamma is a librarian, and she knows what she's doing, and she is not feeling well this evening, so thank you so much, Doc and Randy, for taking over tonight. Woo! Oh, Ook's not going anymore. I went too long. Ooh, Wills is just playing River City Ransom. That's fun. Or should I just find somebody who's... Well... I love you guys. You know what? Wait, Ook is there? I don't see him. Why is Ook not showing up? Hang on. Come on. I don't see him. Well, I'll try. How about this? Maybe he just, got off. So how about this? We're going to raid Ook. If he's still there, cool. If not, well, we're just going to raid into somebody's dead chat and have a... Ken Goo? I don't even see Ken Goo. What's going on? Oh, there he is. Oh, it's Silent Hill. He'll be right back. Sure. Why not? Did I do it? Yes, I did it. Thank you everybody for being here. It's Chrono Trigger. It's Chrono Trigger. It's awesome. Come on. It's awesome. Ken Masters is awesome. There's some adult content over here. Little bits. Oh, what? Seppi?
Ready, set, put. Ready, set.
Oh, I meant to just keep hitting hut. Seppi, thank you so much for the 200 Lil Bits, and thank you so much, Jay, for the 30 Lil Bits, for the 30 Chrono Trigger years. Man, literally, I remember holding it in my hand being like, what is this game? Let's try it. And then Randy and I went to my grandparents' house, and, well, we went to our aunt and uncle's house first. Later. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, doing stuff from a game that changed my life forever. Just like all of you, actually. Say hi to Ken. He's an incredibly pleasant boy, I promise.